As popular as Buddhism is in Asia, it isn't the most popular religion in Japan. There are several religions in Japan, such as Confucianism, Islam, and Christianity. But all these religions are still not the most commonly practiced ones in the country. In this video, we will discuss the most commonly practiced religion in Japan. Come along to find out. But before that, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Now let's get started. The religion mostly practiced by the Japanese people is Shinto. Shinto literally means the way of the gods. Dated back to the Yayoi period between 200 and 250 BCE, Shinto is the oldest and most practiced Japanese religion. Shinto has been Japan's sole religion since ancient times. Although the latter introduction of Buddhism had a great effect, Shinto was named to differentiate it from Buddhism. After the introduction of Buddhism, many Japanese people began practicing a combination of Shintoism and Buddhism. Both religions had some striking differences. Shintoism is deeply rooted in Japanese values and traditions, while Buddhism offers more structure, as well as rituals that didn't exist in Shintoism, which we will talk about later on in the video. In the Meiji period, which is between 1868 and 1912, Shinto became the state religion, and there was an effort to separate Shintoism from Buddhism. Significance was given to the emperor's divinity then. An early Shinto mythology stated that the first emperor of Japan, Emperor Jimmu, was a descendant of the sun goddess Amaterasu. Being a monarchy, all subsequent emperors are also descendants of Amaterasu, so they were therefore known as the representatives of the kami, or gods. However, Shinto was separated from the state after World War II, so Buddhism became more accepted once again. The emperor was stripped of some power, thereby making him just a symbol of the state and not a political and religious leader. The emperor was forced to renounce his divinity, and since then, Japan's emperor isn't necessarily viewed as a divine figure. Shinto, as a religion, is flexible and focuses on purity and respect for nature and ancestry. It's flexible because there is no official founder or set of sacred scriptures. Japanese Shinto does not consist of strict rules and rituals. Rather, it is a way of life that focuses on morality and value. There are many practices, attitudes, and institutions that have developed to make up Shinto, which revolve around the Japanese land and seasons and their relation with the human inhabitants. Expressions of Shinto beliefs toward nature include the recognition of a divine spirit in venerable old trees, tall waterfalls, and large mountains, as well as celebrations of the said habitat in each season. Traditionally, Shinto also involves purification rites and customs to overcome the polluting effects of death and decay. However, Shinto does not adopt a moral code, lacks religious scriptures, and does not conceive of life after death. Shinto's rituals and beliefs are primarily founded on the creation myths of the Japanese islands. Izanagi and Izanami are believed to have given birth to the Japanese islands along with various kami, or gods. As we said earlier, that Shinto translates to the way of kami. Shintoism entails that all things, whether animate or inanimate, have their own kami. The kami are the central figures of Japan's religion, and they represent several aspects of nature, including elements of the landscape, forces of nature, living beings, and humans who have passed on. Unlike the gods of other religions, kami are not omnipotent and not inherently good, which means they can be good or evil. It sometimes requires the practice of purification rituals. There are approximately 8 million kami in the Shinto religion, a specific number that equates to infinity in Japanese culture. If you have watched any of the Studio Ghibli movies, either Forest Spirit in Princess Mononoke or the River Spirit in Spirited Away, the Shinto tradition and festivals are some of the most lasting in Japan. Shinto practitioners make sure they uphold many traditions. Many festivals take place in Japan every year, which serves as an opportunity to celebrate and give thanks to the kami. Their festivals, often called matsuri, typically function in three main parts. The first part is called Kami Muke, which means welcoming the kami. Shrines invite the kami to earth through special welcoming ceremonies. The main festival events follow this welcome, known as Shinko, which translates to Procession of the Kami. This is the second stage of the festival. During this part of the festival, a parade is held in which the shrine's kami is carried in a makoshi or palanquin throughout the town. The final part of the festival is known as Kami Okuri. Here, the kami are sent back to their heavenly abodes. Apart from these, the festival may also include offerings in kind to the kami, performances, and feasts. More so, most Japanese wedding ceremonies were still conducted using the Shinto tradition, even with a Shinto priest presiding over them. The couple will make vows to the kami, and they will also partake in a tradition called Sansan Kudo. This is always the final part of the ceremony. In this part, the bride and groom will drink from 3 cups, 3 times each, and then they will be officially pronounced as husband and wife. In today's modern Shintoism, shrines are prevalent sources, as they are still widely visited for rites of passage, daily prayer, and festival celebrations. As of now, there are approximately 100,000 Shinto shrines in Japan. One of the most popular is the Grand Shrine of Ise. In this shrine, the goddess of the sun, Amaterasu, is worshipped. At each shrine, there's always a popular ritual that takes place. It is called Miya Mairi. This ritual is similar to a baptism or christening. Also, Shinto families always bring their 1-month-old child to a Shinto shrine to express gratitude to kami, and a Shinto priest will lead them in prayer for the child's good health and happiness. Shinto remains the largest religion in Japan, with over 80% of worshippers, despite the Buddhism effect. Now, the majority of Japanese people practice a mixture of Shintoism and Buddhism. And that is a wrap on the most popular religion in Japan. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. See you soon!